I'm doing a bit of an early one today because something that's been worrying me over the weekend is that we seem to have hit a wall. Because we've been in lockdown 3 weeks, and then we get told that it's now going to be at least another 3 weeks. And a lot of people that I've spoken to over this weekend, including us here at home, seem to just hit a wall. And there's many reasons for that. Some people have now got letters saying that they have got to, what's the word they use? Basically, they're vulnerable people. They've got to stay in, so they've got to shield themselves for another 3 months. Which you can imagine, if you're coming to what you see as some good news on the horizon, and then you're told that, especially if you're feeling vulnerable anyway, then it seems like the end of the world, doesn't it? Also, for those who have maybe had 3 weeks off and thinking this is great, I'm getting full pay or I'm getting 80% pay to stay at home and I can read and I can do all these things, seems like a great idea at the time. But when that 3 weeks is up and then suddenly you're told, no, you can't come out, now it's starting to feel like we're being put in prison, isn't it? Also, people are dying. People that are close to us are dying. And it's very difficult to put a positive spin on that. You can't, in our care homes, apparently 10,000 people a month die without coronavirus. So in a normal run of events. So what can we do if we've hit that wall? Well, the first thing I would say to you is, if you hit a wall, don't try and bulldoze your way through it, because all you do is get a sore head. So there are different ways of beating the wall. And the first one is breathe. Okay. Look for a way that wall might be able to be moved, if you like, or dealt with. We don't have to go through it. It's not the only option. We can climb over it. Sometimes we can just walk around it. Sometimes the wall isn't actually a wall. It's not there. We've put it there. So our conscious mind has decided that there's a wall there and I can't deal with it. So my advice is, don't deal with it. Just take a step back. Do some breathing exercises, have a cup of tea, watch the telly for a bit, read a book, whatever it is you need to do to silence the mind, and let your soul come in. Let it come in, let it advise you, let it guide you, let it feel your way around the problem. Because sometimes what seems like an immovable wall is actually not that immovable at all. It just needs a little bit of time and patience and thinking to move it. And I'll explain why. Sometimes that wall wasn't as big as you thought in the first place.